A recent study by the Department of Education finds that Florida's high school graduation rate among Hispanics is top in the country. 77% of Hispanic students graduated compared to the national rate of 68%. But one organization says that's not enough and that many students are still struggling to finish high school. Josie Bacallao is the president and CEO of Hispanic Unity of Florida, and she joins us now to tell us what's being done to help kids get their diplomas. Thank you so much for being with us
Delighted
today.
to be here, Candace.
Now, the numbers, they sound pretty good at first, but as you said, there's more work to be done. Tell me a little bit, first of all, about the performance gap that you still see exists.
Well, while 77% in Florida are graduating, in Broward County, that's 78%, but that compares to 84% of their white counterparts. In reading and in math, the kids are lagging 62 to 74 to white kids, and 59% in science versus 71. So there is a gap.
Absolutely. And so you have done and are in the middle of doing a number of things in order to close that gap, whether it's workforce training or getting young people out in the community, as you've done with Apollo Middle School. Tell me what you're doing in order to close the gap.
Well, one of the things we've done is that we are really responsive to the fact that 71% of the kids in the whole Southeast are kids of color. So we really serve those community of colors, and we do that at 6 schools, 4 middle schools with comprehensive youth programs. And these are funded by organizations, one of the largest funder, Children's Services Council, along with Target, along with TK Foundation, State Farm. And what we do is after school programming and year-long programming. We recently did a wonderful program called the State Farm STEMs in the Garden. And the kids were marrying math, marrying science to create a garden, an edible garden, a whole botany lab. They grew all the material that went into the garden. They've created a computer lab. They've created a human chess game board. And they had a lot of fun doing this work.
I mean, it seems a lot funner from the pictures than, sitting in the classroom with a book. Science can be fun, but being outside and actually experiencing it has to make a difference in terms of how they receive the information.
It does, and these after-school programs that the Children's Services Council funds, along with the summer programs, really allow the youth and the children that we serve a depth that they can't get during the school day. And our professionals, all of whom are teachers at those schools, because this really is a partnership between Broward County Schools and the organization and Children's Services Council. We're all coming together, and our funders, to really help improve these kids' lives. And by the way, the best news is last year, 87% of the children whom we served improved on their science skills.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. I'm sure you take some credit for that.
I don't, but the staff that is incredible does. And we also improved 91% in reading, 81% in math. And it is just wonderful to see that 98% of them are not getting into any trouble.
Right, right. We have about 20 seconds left. I just was wondering, what can people do in order to help close the gap?
One of the biggest things is, if you're a parent, get involved with their child's education. 60% of their child's success in school is attributable to the parent. Get involved with them and get involved with the schools. Your voice and your participation are critical to the success of your child's school.
As we close, I just wanted to know if you actually get out there yourself and get involved and get your hands wet in the garden.
We do, on the garden, not on the garden yet, but
no.
I will be eating some of the produce for sure.
All right, well, thank you so much for being with us, and good luck with that program and sharing those stats with us.
Thank you.
And this hour's newsmaker has been Josie Bacallao with the Hispanic Unity of Florida. And for Comcast Newsmakers, I'm Candace Kelly. Thanks for joining us.